Θα ήθελα να παρακαλέσω τον Χαρβεϊ Καϊτελ να έρθει στο κύριο του stage.
I'm sure Mount Olympus will never be the same again. This got much more difficult than I thought it would be, but hearing the Greek language spoken, seeing Dale looking over my shoulder reminds me of a little story that happened during the making of Ulysses' Gaze. I had a few lines to say in Greek, and I couldn't get it for the life of me. Theo knew I did not speak Greek, but when he came to the looping room, he wanted me to loop these lines in Greek. And so there I was at the microphone, and Theo in back of me, like he is now. And I kept getting it wrong. And he kept coming over to me, and I had a dialect coach there also. And Theo kept coming over and saying, blah, 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 to me in Greek. Blah, blah, wrong. Finally comes over, again, closer, keeps getting closer to my ear. And finally I got fed up, I turned to him and I said, Theo, you can whisper it up my butt and I'm not going to get it. And so that's the grin. He stepped back and he grinned at me like that. So, well, it's a solemn occasion, but a joyful one for me, both at the same time, because sad because Theo's gone, but joyful because I got to know him. Our first meeting in New York, he sent me the script of Ulysses' Gaze, and I read it and wanted to do the movie, but he insisted on coming to New York to see me and show me one of his movies, which I'd never seen any. I had just read the script. I wanted to do the movie, so he comes over to my apartment, and my business partner at the time was sitting next to me on my couch, and Theo was sitting over there. And the producer was there, and he puts on this film, Landscape in the Mist. I'm sitting down, the film starts, I'm watching, and I fall asleep. I feel a nudge, and my business partner had elbowed me, and I woke up, and I turned, and there was Theo, sitting on the couch, just smiling at me. And I said, I'll do the movie. And so that was the beginning of our journey to make Ulysses' Gaze. That was really the journey of my life. The other one was being a United States Marine for 3 years. But making Ulysses' Gaze and traveling with Theo and the beautiful people that made that movie over the Balkans, the dangers we encountered, the hardships, and the fun we had, and the creative time we had. I'm always fond of telling people that Theo and I actually almost came to punching each other on the set one day of the movie. It was a very difficult scene, and I guess I was nervous about it, and I needed everything exact. Difficult scene, and he was, I guess, wanting to get things shot, so we really actually almost came to blows, and then we did the scene. And it was of such a nature, emotionally, that in the work on that scene, that beautiful scene he had written, it's a scene with the character and his mother. Theo and I bonded. Like brothers for the rest of our lives. And then Teo was a fierce man, really fierce, a tough guy. And as tough as he was, that's how sensitive he was. And I had heard he was in prison when he was in the army. And I said, what? They said, yes, he was in prison. And I said, I heard you were in prison in the army. He said, yes. I said, what happened? He said, well, I was in the army and I did something and one of the officers came to reprimand me about what I had done. It was a small thing, but he reprimanded me. And in doing so, he said to me something like, you son of a whore. He cursed my mother. I punched him in the face. And so they sent him to prison. And I always loved him for that. That was part of that fierceness he had and the passion and love he had in him that no one could take away from him. Whether it's a military officer or anyone of any stature in the world. There's so much I could talk about. I know you want to get the evening going. I'll say one last thing, party here. Teo was an important talent in the world, Homeric. That's the only way I could ever describe him to people. His work was Homeric. I wish he was here to do more of it. But Stella Adler was a great acting teacher in America. She was once talking to us about talent, and she was discussing the Italian actress Anna Magnani. Some of you must know who she was, I hope. Anyway, she was the great Italian actress. And Stella Adler said, Anna Magnani, she wasn't human. She was a tree. And if so, then Teo stands in that farce.